Good morning, students. I welcome you all in the e-learning platform of GS Shiksha Mandir's GS College Commerce Wardha. Today, in previous lecture, we have discussed the communication and the process of communication. In today's lectures, we would be discussing the types of communication. Okay, so there are 5 types of communication as per the mode, according to medium, according to number of participants, and according to direction, and according to purpose. So according to mode, we have oral and written communication, and then according to medium, we have electronic communication and print communication, and according to number of participants, we have dyadic and group communication. According to direction, we have one-way or two-way communication, and according to purpose, we have business communication and general communication. So our first type is oral communication and written communication. So oral communication is generally is informal one, which is normally used in personal communication. For example, group talks or group discussion. So that can be considered as oral communication as such. And then written communication is a formal communication which is used in school, colleges, or in any organizational setup. So that can be considered as the written communication. So we will distinguish between the oral communication and written communication. As the word itself suggests that oral communication is something depends on spoken word. So whatever you say something to another person, that can be considered as oral communication. So spoken word is the basis of oral communication, while a written or printed form is the basis of written communication. So you can take the example of newspapers, emails, journals, magazines, newspapers, text messages, and reports. That all can be considered as a written communication. So through that, so you can say that the written communication is something that requires literacy as well. Okay. So to read newspaper, to read reports, to read journals, magazines, we need competency, we need literacy. But while in oral communication, that is informal one. Okay, as we have said that the personal communication, group talks, that can be considered as informal one. You need not to be a literate person, because even if you know your mother tongue, you can communicate with your relatives, your friends easily. Okay, so this is the advantage of oral communication. So in oral communication, the example would be lectures, meetings, seminars, group discussion, etc. Okay, so the next point is that here in oral communication, as it is the conversation between the individuals or the group of person, those who are really close. Okay, and one need not to think about the message, as it is a spontaneous process. It is a spontaneous process when you wake up early in the morning, when you say your mother that I want tea, coffee. So from there your communication starts. That can be considered as oral communication. Okay, so for that literacy is not required, and transmission of message is can be done fast. Okay, the transmission of message is very fast, because as it is direct communication, so you need not to take too much time for it. But while as compared to this oral communication, in written communication, the transmission of message is very slow, because for example, if you take the example of letters, emails, journals, magazines. So journals, we say generally at the end of the month. Okay, we have weekly, quarterly journals. Then magazines also, sometimes it comes yearly. Newspapers we need one day, that is a quick one. But text message we need work and all. Reports, it can be done after the activity is being carried out. Okay, so these are the things you need to think about doing this comparison between oral communication and written communication. Then the disadvantages of oral communication is that there is no proof at all. Okay, because but through that you can maintain the confidentiality as well, because in oral communication, as you are talking to somebody, you can say that you can keep this thing with you only, so you need not to go beyond it. Okay, so there is no proof. Why? In written communication, proofs can be recorded because it is a written document, so whenever you want it, you can make it available. Okay, then in oral communication, immediate feedback is possible. As we have seen the process of communication, that it is depend on sender, encoding, then message, then after message we have some channel, then receiver, then the receiver decodes it because he interprets the message, and then the feedback is there. So but while in one-to-one communication, one can directly give feedback at the instant time. Okay, for example, in offline class, if I ask something to you, you can directly give me, you can directly answer me at the right time. But when in terms of online platform, feedback is not possible. Okay, so this is the, it takes time. Okay, then here in oral communication, probability of misunderstanding is high, because generally when we say something, people can misinterpret it. Okay, because by observing your body gestures, or for example, even if you are talking, for example, your expression is different, and you are saying something and expression is something, then there can be the possibility that people may misinterpret the things. Okay, and we say no, generally that is happening. And you must have seen that the visuals can be deceptive. Okay, so even if the person next to you is talking something true, okay, but sometimes you can misinterpret it. Okay, so these are the possibility, that is the probability of misunderstanding. But while in written communication, the probability of misunderstanding is very low, because as you have written it, the person will read it and then interpret it at a silent mode, and then he will give a proper feedback. Okay, then in written communication, there is a greater creativity, while in the oral communication there is a less creativity. Okay, because in written communication, generally what happens, we write something. For example, if you can take any example of author, okay, they write any prose section, poetry, that can be considered as a creative writing. Okay, creative writing is another genre. Okay, while in oral communication, there is no creativity as such, because that is an informal communication and nobody is sure about creativity as such. Okay, so these are this is the first type of communication, where today we have discussed the oral and written communication. In next lecture, we would be discussing the electronic and print communication. Okay, so thank you students, have a nice day, stay safe, stay happy.